Good morning. It is April 27th, 2025. Today I am going to repair some of these frames that I didn't assemble really well when I assembled them all. So, safety glasses. I'm going to do this one before I even open up the hive. I'm probably going to put my gear on to do the one that's in the hive. If you watch the previous video, there's some comb that they built on the queen separator that I'm going to have to remove. And I have some rubber bands, and I'm going to put that on one of the blank frames. So, today, to assemble this, to reassemble it, I need to, it's really simple. There are grooves in the top and the bottom. Hold that. And then these frames, I talked about this in an earlier video. I had watched a video by another beekeeper that talked about the importance of waxing new frames. And these fortunately became waxed. Some of that has melted off. It's actually here on the top of the hive. All right, so I've gotten this just strapped together, and so I'm going to assemble it. I don't know if you can see this. I have my 16 gauge straight finish nailer here, and I put 1 1/4 inch nails. There we go, these are much better. There we go. And I charged the compressor before I went on camera so that I didn't have to talk over the noise. All right, so this one's prepped. I don't think it's going to be falling apart. I'm gonna leave my nailer here because there's a couple in the hive that are going to need to be repaired, and I don't think I should do it without the suit on. So I'm going to take a little break, go suit up, and see what we can see in the hive today. Okay, I've got my equipment, I've got my bee brush here in my pocket, I've got my hive tool that I might need to scrape off that comb that needs to be moved before I even open the hive. I'm going to take my nice strong frame here, and I'm going to put some rubber bands on it just to make it maybe a little easier to slide that piece of comb in, or several pieces. I haven't opened up this week really at all. We've had some rain, and I've worked a bunch, so time. All right, so I put this. So what I'm going to have to do when I get to the comb that I need to relocate, I'm going to have to brush all those bees off, well, at least so that I can put them in here without harming them. All right, so I'm going to put that frame aside. I'm going to put on my protective gear. These aren't actual bee gloves, but they're much softer. If you remember my first video, the old ones I have that were donated by my sister Mary Sue's neighbor, who gave me that old box as well. Alrighty. So the inner cover came off with the outer cover, and so we've got a couple of things to do. All right, take this syrup I just put this in here yesterday morning. So there's still quite a bit left. It's very sticky. Okay. And I'm gonna take these blocks out that I've been propping the syrup jars on. Come on, guys, I don't want to squish any of you. Oh, almost gotcha. Just setting those aside. This long hive has become more of a table than anything else. One of these days I will have bees for it. All right. So there is what will be my honey super once the brood is good to go. All right, so pulling out this queen separator. If you remember, I had it came out more easily. And I suppose could have tried to fire up a smoker. Okay, so there are 2 pieces of comb that I'm going to need to relocate. Oh, okay, so there's one that's fallen off and it's right there on the edge. And this one it's quite soft. I'm really I'm really nervous about this. Oh geez, I don't wanna oof, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna lay this queen separator here so I don't squash any of my fans. And I'll actually lean that up against the box near the entrance. All right, so in my noviceness, I have this mass of comb here. I hate to move the camera, but so I don't know if you can see this comb here, and I won't be able to fit the other frame that belongs there if I leave that. So there's quite a bit of maintenance to do. See what these guys have done. And there's no honey in this comb. I'll hold it up there. You can just see it's just comb. And I'm afraid that I've wasted their resources for this first week just because they're doing this, they're building this comb that can't really be utilized well. All right, so there's a tiny bit of wax deposits on this outside one. I just took this from the very, and that piece of comb fell, and those bees are not thrilled. I'm gonna leave that right where it is for now. I'm gonna move this frame, let's see, this second to the outside frame. Those 2 are stuck together. I expect to see a little more production on this one. Oh. And I'm trying to spot, oh, there is comb. You can see that there is comb starting to be built. And so by comb, I mean this honeycomb. You can see the light yellow there, I hope. I'm trying to see if I can spot the queen. I have zero practice at that, so I have zero hope of actually doing that at this point. All right, so this was, ooh, this frame is heavy because I've got, come on guys. I've got comb here and this frame is broken. So I really want to take this entire frame out. Make sure I'm not squishing anybody when I put it down, because that whole frame is just sagging. All right, so I've got this piece of comb that fell. My first check, and I hope you can see that, but that is raw honey in there to get ready for, oh no, I'm pretty sure there are larvae in there. I don't know if you can see those, but those are our baby bays. Those are baby bays. And so I want to make sure that I maintain that. And so the next frame, and so this is still pretty soft. My Hive tool is not completely necessary. Now I am wrecking some comb here because, oh my goodness, let's see that. Because it fused. And so you can see that they are depositing things in that comb that they built. All right. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is to move these, at least this frame, out here. It's got a little bit of comb still on it, so I'm going to move that here. And then I did it again. And then this frame that's got a bunch of comb on it. It's very, very thick. I think I want to put that on the outside here. And oop. Alrighty, there's another piece that I need to. Alright, so I may need to take some of those rubber bands, put them on a couple of frames. All right. So I'm going to nail this frame while I've got it out. So I'm gonna borrow some of these rubber bands, which to do this I need my hands. So gloves are off. Gloves are off. Somebody hold my jewelry. As my friend Michelle would say. All right, so I brought 5 rubber bands. With me, I only see. Just kick that. All right, so I'm gonna put my gloves back on just in case because I really don't want to. Just looking at the video, we'll edit it out. Turn that. Hopefully, I will. It's too badly. Some of this comb is just so incredibly soft. Okay, so this frame to put more comb on, onto which I can put more comb. Alright, so I'm just gonna put that there for a sec. I think that the rest of it will be flat enough, and once I get this repaired, I'm going to try and do it with the bees on it. Oh, the whole thing just fell apart. Okay. piece of comb will have to come off. All right, so you can see how the frame is broken. I don't know if you can see that down there now. Hopefully. Oh dear, I'll be stepping on all the bees. All right, so I may have to assemble this upside down. Clean some of this. There we go. All right, turn off the noise and try and reassemble things. All right. Some of these are quite wet and some of them are quite dry. It's interesting. So I don't know if they will, I'm hoping they'll recycle this. This comb, darn it. So I mean, some of it is quite soft, and so extra support. And when I finish today, I actually think that that's collected pollen, but I'm not sure. So when I finish today, I will leave my gloves out. They're all sticky with the contents of the things that I took out of this hive. So just like when I thought I had drowned so many of my friends with because I spilled the sugar syrup the first day, but I'm pretty sure that their hive mates cleaned them up. That's what it looked like to me. All right, so I'm trying to put a bare frame in between all of these. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do or not, but it makes sense to me to do that. Okay, so now that I've taken some of the rogue comb off, you can see they're starting to fill this with, these look like pollen granules. I don't actually see any larvae laid in here, but I could be wrong. There could be some. And on the other side is where I took a bunch off, and there looks like there's pollen in there as well. So let's put this back there. I want to give enough bee space between the frames so that I don't get those stuck together pieces. So I know that there's sticky stuff on the bee brush. All right, you guys want to come up on the brush? All right, they will find their way. And of course now you can see that my tool is just sticky because I dropped it in the grass. Oh, an entire frame. No wonder there's so much room. All right, so I'm going to put there we go. That's why we have so much bee space. And I really want to make sure that they're not smushed up against each other. All right, so my queen separator is almost free of bees. So I'm going to take this comb here and I am going to just scrape it off and put it with the rest. I am hoping that they will reuse it. And not build anymore. I think that's really why I'm supposed to scrape all this off, but I'm not really sure. All right, scrapey, scrapey. Let's put our queen separator back. Get all these guys off the edges so I don't mash them. Okay, guys. Everything is sticky. All right, this guy to make it. Okay. There we go. All right, so you can see they're quite gentle. I'm not worried about that one stinging me. Right, I don't have another rubber band, but I think I have 5. Put there's one feeder. The other feeder way over here. A few more frames here. Storing them in an couple of old Hive boxes. That came from Rhode Island. Again, my sister Mary Sue's neighbor was so kind to share. Okay, so now interior cover. Buddy. Exterior cover. All right, so I've got this piece. It's got a little bit of pollen in it. That might be larva, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it out here with the other and see how that goes. All right, my sticky tools and gloves I'm going to leave here. And so it's been a little while. All the bees that were on the ground from my repairing the frames have found their way. That's probably all of them right there at the entrance, although I didn't really look. They seem to be leaving this comb unattended, so I'll figure out what to do with that. Yep, they're all trying to get back in. There aren't too many here on my... Hi, Sushi. You come to visit the bees? Don't get stung, baby. Yeah, I'm not wearing any equipment at all. Oh, okay. There was just a friend visiting. So you can't really see what I see, is that? Oh, there's somebody checking out what's going on there. I still have a few bees on the ground because there's, you know, nectar and stuff that I spilled when, like this, from the, when I laid the comb there. So we'll just have to wait and see if I completely and totally hosed up the works. They're also swarming all over there. Ooh, look at this bee with the pollen on its legs. That's the pollen. Oh, and there's quite a few of them have pollen on their legs. That one is really obvious because they are bright orange. Who else? Who else is carting around pollen? I know, they're a little disconcerted because I disrupted their building, but they will figure it out. They absolutely will, because that's what they do. Okay, we got a little bee struggling there. What happened to my pollen bee? There you are. There you are.